1.
I'm going to walk you through a few tips for using LibreOffice that hopefully will make writing your essay easier. You'll notice that at the top our toolbar should look similar to Microsoft Word or Google Docs. If you have any experience using either of those platforms, you should feel pretty comfortable using LibreOffice. I'm going to walk you through a few kind of quirks or things that are a little different though with LibreOffice you might want to be aware of. So in Google Docs and Microsoft Word, when I want to change the font, I usually have a preview of that font within this menu. But you'll notice here that all the fonts look the same. So what I would recommend doing is highlighting just a little bit of text. Here I've highlighted my title to preview different fonts. So since my essay is about castles, maybe I want a Gothic font. So I'm going to click VL Gothic, and it's going to change the font of the title only. And I might find out that, that's not as Gothic as I was hoping, and I might look for a different option. So I would recommend previewing with just a little bit of text before moving on to your whole document. Next to it too, if I want to change the size, you'll notice right now it just tells me the current size of my text. So if I want to make my text larger, I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to go over to Format, Text, and you'll see I have more options than simply changing the size, but I'm going to go over to increase size. So that makes my title stand out a bit more. Can use this here to align my text, so I want my title to be centered to again make it stand out a bit more. So again, LibreOffice does the same things as Microsoft Word or Google Docs. You might just find that they're found in a different place than you're used to. Another tool I wanted to show you that should make it easier for you to write your essay is the spell check. So if I go to Tools and Spelling, words I've misspelled will appear in red. So underneath the suggestions, hopefully I can find the word I meant to use. And if not, might want to kind of look and reread your sentence to make sure you know what word you meant. Some of them might be specific to your research, so you might want to look back in your sources if it doesn't have a suggestion for you. So I'm going to double click to change this to important. Then I'm going to change this to years. So then my spell checking is complete. So those are a few tips of using LibreOffice that you might find helpful. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to insert an image into your document. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom because I want to write my, or not write, but insert my image at the bottom of my page. So I'm going to open up my Scratch game, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Now I could take a screenshot just now, but I actually want an in-game shot. These can be a little trickier to get, so you kind of have to work fast. So you want to hit that green flag, and as quick as you can, open up the shortcut to take a screenshot. So I'm going to try to get a good shot. Ooh, I like that. So I have the castles moving across my screen and my dragon. So I'm going to go back to my doc in LibreOffice, and I'm going to go to Insert Image and double click and open the image I just took. You might find that it moves it down to the next page, and I'm going to resize this to make it fit on the page I was on. It might be a little slow on my Chromebook, but I should be able to. Should be able to resize it to fit on one page. An alternative way to do this as well would be to slide this down, and then I'll move the text up. Still have this gap here, so you can worry about that on your own, but you should be able to resize. My computer's just been a little slow today. So the final thing I'm going to show you is how to insert a hyperlink into your document. So I'm going to type the name of my game, Castle Blaster, going to go over here to my project and hit copy. Then I'm going to highlight my text here. Or actually, before I do that, I'm going to put the link down below there, and I'll show you why here in a moment. So then I'm going to highlight Castle Blaster. I'm going to go to Insert, Hyperlink. Now, I should be able to just paste my URL that I have copied, but for whatever reason, LibreOffice won't let that happen. So instead, I'm just going to have to manually type my game's URL here. Got to make sure that it's exact, or it won't link to the right game, or won't link at all. So that looks right to me. So I'm going to apply that link, and I'm going to delete this here. So I have my link, an image of my game inserted into my research essay. I've spell checked it, and maybe the next step would be to play around with the fonts a bit more before I turn it in. So those are a few tips of using LibreOffice for this essay. If you have any questions, let myself or Mr. Richards know, and we'd be happy to help.